What's good, y'all? Welcome back, man. Rated Tech. Y'all know what it is. Question of the day is Derek Carr back, and is he taking over the locker room? Him and Josh McDaniels looking like they're having a great relationship after that win against the Broncos. Looking like you can't really make that up, and the energy that was been going around Raider Nation has been real negative. But in the locker room, based on what we've seen after that Denver Broncos game, it looks like the team is really close. It looks like the team is really fighting for these W's, and doesn't seem like anybody's tanking. But hearing the team chant DC, DC, DC shows a lot. And if the locker room is split, it's showing that DC has one side of the locker room, and then the other half seems like they're going to be gone for the 2023 season. And moving forward, I think we have a good core of players, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great to see these guys come together because Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller haven't even been out there. And the way Carr and Adams have been able to connect, Adams really going out there with double-digit touchdowns, going to probably put up 15 plus touchdowns this year. I wouldn't be surprised because we're only in week 11 and we still have about 7 weeks left. 7 weeks left up to week 18. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch these two go out there and put it together. And also, is Derek Carr back with the clutchness, man? Because against the Broncos on that last drive in OT, he was able to get down there real quick after a stunt run that really got stuffed. I mean, let's be honest, that run was stuffed. And then he comes out there, throws a dime to Morrow over the linebackers. Then he hits Devontae Adams on the strike for a touchdown to win the game. And then you want to talk about right before that, in the fourth quarter, when it was a hurry-up offense, Derek Carr looked like he's been doing it for a long time, and his best of the season so far, in my opinion, on how he's looked in that last drive in regulation. He was able to get downfield, no timeout, spike the ball, and be in field goal range. Although we didn't score a touchdown and win in the regulation, I do like the fact that he showed a lot of poise and that he showed what we've seen all of last year, being able to close games. We talk about the Titans game. We talk about the Chiefs game. We talk about the Cardinals game. Every single game this year, nearly 7 games this year, has been in the offense's hand to go downfield and close the game, whether it's with a touchdown, whether it was with a 2-point conversion, or with a field goal, and we haven't seen it. But against the Broncos, we've seen it, man, and it looked great. It felt good to finally get a dub, but I know a lot of people in Raider Nation are split between, we're winning games now and that we're going to lose on a good draft pick, and the other people that say, hey, we just want to win games and we just want to show that we're going to go ahead and turn that corner, which either way, we're Raider Nation and we won, so we should be happy about that. And I agree with a lot of people. I know this week I've been kind of down on the team, but at the same time, man, let's just be grateful that we got the dub, that we see the locker room, the energy inside of the building is being positive. People are actually backing up Josh McDaniels, having smiles on their faces. I mean, I even see the rookie, Neil Farrell Jr. out there posting on Instagram saying he loves this team. The fact that you have players coming out here publicly on social media saying they love this team, it shows a lot, man. And I'm glad that we see the positivity in the locker room, just because just a couple weeks ago, there was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of people saying how Josh McDaniels, he doesn't have control of his team. He's not a leader of men. There's guys split in the locker room. And it seems that people are behind DC. Him and Devontae Adams are doing just fine. Josh McDaniels has an idea of what he wants to do and who he wants to be on this team. So we have to give them a chance. And he's not going anywhere anyways. I know a lot of people are still upset with Josh McDaniels, even though we still got the dub and they're happy about that. Some people still upset with Josh McDaniels and how he's been able to really construct this season so far. But at the end of the day, he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to be here at least 3 years, in my opinion. He's not going to even be fired next year, even if he does bad, which I don't think will be the case. I think we should be an uptick in production next year, especially with the draft picks, having a full off season and actually having pieces to bring in and not missing out on draft picks like we had to send over to Green Bay for Adams. So this upcoming offseason should be definitely different, but not moving too far ahead into the offseason this season. Are we seeing our team turn the corner? Was this the start of something against the Denver Broncos? Are we going to be able to close games moving forward? Because, hey, when we go to play Seattle, it could be another close one. It could definitely be a close one. And I'm not going to count ourselves out, especially if we can close games on the offensive side of the ball. You cannot cover Devontae Adams. The dude is just him. At the end of the day, that dude is just him. He is just the truth. You're not going to be able to cover him. And if the game is on the line, we got to figure some things out to where we're going to be able to get him open and score on the final drive, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. I believe that this offense was built to be able to go win games for us, not the defense, the offense. And they finally did it. And if they were able to do this throughout the season, we'd probably be 7-3 and not 3-7. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this season so far and how we're going to move forward. If we have a chance to really string some wins together and be able to get some dubs up there and maybe, just maybe pull a 500 record, because it doesn't seem like we're going to really make the playoffs. And at this point, playing for next season, playing to show production, chemistry, and that we're learning the playbook is probably better off than trying to take a top tier draft pick at this point, because we're not getting a top tier draft pick. Now, that's pretty much all I got to say, to be honest, because this week has been so weird. A lot of people beefing behind the scenes, a lot of politics going on in Raider Nation, Raider fans going against each other. And I just got to sit here and say, man, if you have a difference in football opinion, it should not be a personal problem with another person. Like, it should not be personal. We have different opinions on football, and we should leave it there. This is another reason I don't block people. A lot of people will come and go on my page because I may have an opinion they don't like, and they'll come on here going crazy, and I still won't block them. Just because later down the road, maybe they come back and they're like, all right, maybe I was tripping. And maybe I was tripping. And for that reason, we got to stick together as Raider Nation and really move forward, man, because all of this extra stuff behind the scenes, all of this extra stuff, people beefing, a lot of this stuff, people really getting at each other on personal levels, it got to stop. And we got to stick together as Raider Nation, just like we seen them after the Broncos game. Stick together, chanting out DC, having Josh McDaniels back, Devontae Adams continuing to be productive, although the season has been looking grim. I got to give a shout out to this team for showing fight. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. If y'all can, make sure to go make a play. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And until next time, y'all, ready to take.